at the Toronto Star was such a fantastic experience because you're at the paper that's really documenting the heart of this city. They're everywhere, right? So I was there at the tail end of Rob Ford's time as mayor. I actually was there in the newsroom when we were waiting to hear back about his cancer diagnosis, and I helped cover that story. I was there for the Gian Gomeshi scandal and helped cover a piece of that as well, giving a more personal account on my take on things. So I was there for a lot of really exciting times at the paper, but you know, those big stories are one thing. I also remember the little ones that didn't necessarily make all the headlines, but you know, you get to write these little impactful stories, and that can mean so much as well.
Yeah, shining the spotlight on people that, you know, wouldn't necessarily get it is always very satisfying.
For sure. I mean, there was one series that I did, and it was something I'd pitched called Tour My Toronto, and it was a chance to just explore all these different neighborhoods from the perspective of different tour guides. And I'm born and raised in Etobicoke, Ontario, but I got to see the whole city through all these different people, which was fascinating. And it really gave me a window into how different people live their lives, places that I normally wouldn't necessarily stumble across in my day-to-day life. So that's one of the things I love about my job, to be honest.
What's it like competing for stories with other journalists? Is that as common as we might think?
So I don't look at journalism as a competition the same way that some people do. And I know that, you know, we check our numbers online in terms of web traffic. Obviously there's TV ratings and things like that. But my thing is, you should always be driving for good original journalism. You should be digging up those stories that no one else is talking about, which in a way I guess is competing, but it's really about telling the stories that matter to your community. So for me, it's not about looking at what CTV or CP24 is doing. I want to say, what stories can I tell that are different and that are going to matter to people? And I'm not going to look at those and compare them to someone else's. I want to be the best that I can be as a reporter.